Hey, it's Insane Killers here. Hello my YouTube subscribers, the rest of the YouTube people that pay attention. Today I'm going to make a video. I got a couple things to talk about and some predictions for the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. I got a new belt today, my WCW V1 I guess you can say. It's the WWE Attitude version of the WCW title. I'll go in a little in depth about it just quickly. Not a whole bunch. All the diamonds are intact. I don't have a nameplate. I won't go into the price or nothing because I'm sorry to say, but it's not really any business. Now about the rest of the stuff. A couple things I want to talk about today. Like I said, the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. I have predictions for it for the 3 matches. What I would like to see at the pay-per-views change still, since there's still a week before the pay-per-view. I'm going to talk about a contest that I would like to do today. And just some random things maybe. We'll start off with the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. The first match on the card is the WWE Championship, The Miz defending against Jerry the King Lawler. I'd say for that match I'd take The Miz, only because Jerry the King Lawler as champion going into WrestleMania just wouldn't work for a storyline. I can't see them using the King in a storyline. It would be nice for him to be champion, and it would be cool to see him as champion, but we all know Miz won't lose to him anyway. The SmackDown Elimination Chamber match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Edge defending against Kane, Rey Mysterio, Wade Barrett, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler I couldn't care about. Dolph Ziggler is becoming a rising star, but he's still... compared to Sheamus, he's still behind. He needs a little more work. Kane has held the title one too many times in my opinion, and I don't see a storyline. The only storyline I could see come out of Kane becoming champion Elimination Chamber is Kane versus Undertaker, and Undertaker retaining and becoming 19-0. And we've all seen that time after time again, so I don't want to see it. So my predictions for the SmackDown Elimination Chamber part of the pay-per-view would be either Rey Mysterio winning, going on to WrestleMania to face Alberto Del Rio, since they have a rivalry right now, or Edge retaining and going and facing Alberto Del Rio. For the Raw Elimination Chamber, we have John Cena versus Morrison, R-Truth, Orton, Sheamus, and CM Punk going for the #1 contendership at the WWE Championship. And my predictions, I don't want to see CM Punk win because I hate CM Punk. His whole high society bullshit is just too much for me. And he's been champion enough times where it's old. R-Truth I would like to see come out as champion, but he hasn't had a lot of championship material yet. He's only held the United States. I'd like to see him hold the Intercontinental or something beforehand. Or maybe the World Heavyweight Championship before the WWE Championship. Morrison's okay, but again, the same thing as R-Truth. He's only held the Tag Team title and the Intercontinental. I'd like to see him hold the United States maybe once before then and hold the World title, not so much the WWE Championship. Cena, same old crap. I like Cena. Cena's one of my biggest superstars I like in WWE, but there's nothing into it. Cena goes into WrestleMania as WWE Champion. We have Cena versus The Miz, Cena versus Orton, maybe a return of Triple H for Cena versus Triple H. We've all seen it before and it's boring. So the last 2 people I have my predictions for is either Randy Orton or Sheamus. I picked Sheamus because he's a young rising superstar. He's a young kid and he deserves it. He's had it twice. He shows that he could be a good WWE Champion, as is The Miz. And I think him going to WrestleMania to face The Undertaker, or maybe the likes of Orton maybe again, or even return of Triple H versus Sheamus for the WWE Championship would be excellent. And Orton, because I like Orton, I don't really see any match stipulations going into WrestleMania, just the fact that I like Orton. Maybe another boring Orton-Cena match rivalry or something, but that's about it. And that's about it for the pay-per-view matches right now. I would like to see Kofi Kingston with the Intercontinental Championship. We didn't get to see the Intercontinental Championship last month at the Royal Rumble because of the big main event, and we haven't got to see it defended in a while. So I would like to see that match to get defended, or that title get defended, and I'd like to see Lay Cool shut up for once and stay out of the championship business because it's boring. And I would like to see Eve versus Hart, I don't know her, for Natalia for the WWE Divas Championship, with Natalia retaining or becoming the new champion. And that's about it for the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. I have a contest that I'm trying to do right now. What I would like to do is I want to make an intro for my video, something like Stingrays and Alizis and Sorcies, but I'm not that good at making intros. So I want you YouTube fans and my subscribers to come up with an intro with the Insane Killer's name, maybe a dark theme maybe, and about 2 minutes long at the most. And I'll give you about 2 to 3 weeks to come up with it. And at the end of 2 to 3 weeks, I'll pick who I think the best is. And maybe afterwards, I'll find something to throw in maybe. And I'll use your video as a prize. And I'll announce your name on YouTube. And I'll dedicate it to you and have people view your profile maybe or something. Not a whole bunch more. Like I said, my WCW title. I got my Undisputed title that I put a video on last week. I don't know if everybody has seen it yet, but I made a new nameplate. I got Eddie Guerrero's nameplate. Did the paint removal. I added some paint to it, stuff like that. Nothing important really. Just a couple little mods that I want to make it so it's close to the one on TV. And it's basically about it. If you want to see anything on my belts or any comments for future videos, just comment below, let me know. This is Insane Killers. Comment, rate, and subscribe. Peace.